Hello there, welcome to another episode of the Allotment Dram. This is a series of short videos where we sit and talk about different whiskies in the surroundings of our North London allotment, and join me here today on what's been another quite warm afternoon actually. Been a little bit grey, sort of overcast, but very nice temperature. Certainly a little bit cooler than last week when I was here. But yeah, it means I've got quite a lot done. I've picked a few things again, as is happening every visit this time of the year. I've got some of these figs, so look at those beauties, like 5 more figs there. Almost don't know what to do with all of those. We've got so many off the tree just over there. Got some of the purple kale as well, so that'll be very nice in something. And also really the first lot of apples off the very small tree sort of just behind me. It's literally like laden down with the amount of apples on there, but well, that's all very interesting. I'm sure you didn't tune in to hear about any of that, or some of you do. I know some of you like that. You tuned in to hear about some whiskey, of course. And what is the Allotment Dram today, I hear you ask? Well, it's a brand new whiskey, so very exciting. We literally got our bottle on the day of the launch, did a review on the website, so go and check that out at whiskyforeveryone.com. But yeah, we got the bottle sent to us, so very, very lucky indeed. It's the GLEN SCOTIA 12 years old, and this is joining the core range of the Campbelltown distillery of GLEN SCOTIA. So this will be essentially the flagship or the new flagship bottling for the core range, and it will sit alongside other age statements in that range of 10, 15, 18 and 25. So it will be the second one in that range, and it's been fully matured in first fill ex-bourbon casks, so ticking a lot of boxes already, to be honest. We do love like pure first fill bourbon and the flavours that gives. It's very much our type of whiskey, and it's really been done like that, so because these types of casks really help show a distillery character. So it's been matured like that in the full maturation with the first fill ex-bourbon casks, to really showcase a distillery's signature style and this slight sort of maritime influence, because it's literally sits just back from the sort of bay that Campbelltown sits on, with the big sea lock there. So it's been around since 1832. It's originally known as Scotia Distillery, but only became GLEN SCOTIA in 1939 actually. And of course Campbelltown was a real hotbed, real heartbeat of the Scotch whisky industry, but especially during like late Victorian times, early 20th century. There's over 30 distilleries in or around the town. There's now just 3, of which GLEN SCOTIA is one. And you've got, of course, Springbank, and the other one is Glengyle, who's owned by the Mitchells, who own Springbank. So, but there's a couple of others that have planning. So, very soon there'll be 5, maybe 6 distilleries, and it will really start becoming a region of its own again. But what else can I tell you about this before we have a sort of taste of it? It's 46% alcohol. It's non-chill filtered. It's natural colour. It'll cost you about £45, something like that. So yeah, I think probably without further ado, it's very enticing. It says on here, distiller's note, tropical fruit and coastal spray. And that's Ian McAllister, who's the master distiller, that's said that. So yeah, intriguing. I think we should probably have a try, shouldn't we? Lovely bright gold. Very, very nice indeed. I can see what it means about that tropical fruit. It's almost straight away I'm getting something very elegant and sweet like that. There's a lot of vanilla up front though. This is what you would expect from first fill bourbon casks. Have to be made of American oak. American oak's very high in a compound called vanillin that naturally occurs within the wood. and the clue's in the name. You can smell, you can guess what vanillin smells and tastes like. So I'm getting lots of vanilla, slightly sugary though. It's like vanilla fudge almost. There's a nuttiness, but again it's like it's not marzipan, it's a bit more like a hazelnut praline, I would say. Bit of white chocolate in there as well. But then this lovely tropical fruit, and it's probably a bit more like dried tropical fruit, or like caramelized pineapple maybe. A bit of dried mango, papaya, ripe peach. Really enticing. I really have to, it's making me smile, and I really have to taste it now, I think. Oh my goodness, that's really good. It's really good. You're getting this, it's like tropical fruit, this caramelized pineapple, the dried mango, papaya, juicy ripe peach or apricot, mingled with this vanilla, the vanilla fudge, almost like a, maybe like a creamy, like vanilla custard even. And just sitting underneath, you've got this lovely, like nutty, like the hazelnut praline, bit of that chocolate again, maybe a pinch of cocoa powder, but it's all wrapped up in this sort of, it's a delicate, sort of very minimal, gentle peat smoke in there, and that's just almost like, you know, adding a pinch of salt and pepper to, or a pinch of spice to your food. It's just accentuating everything. It really makes it pop. It's very clever when you get peat smoke at that very low level where you sort of know it's there, but it's not the main feature. So it's not like you know, something that's way more peaty and smoky, like the Freud or Ardbeg or something like that. It's just sitting there, just in the background. It just helps everything else sing. And yeah, very, very nice. Let's have another taste. That's very nice indeed. Very nice. Now I'm getting, in addition to that, a really delicate, elegant smoke. Getting that other like warming spices sitting underneath. It's like some cinnamon, powdered cinnamon. There's gingerbread. Some sort of late peppery, like white pepper. There was a little, you know, it said about the sort of maritime, what did it say? Coastal spray. So imagine like you by the sea, you got that sea spray coming in, you got this slight salty tang on the tongue, and I always thought that was a bit of marketing BS, if I'm perfectly honest. But then I went to a distillery, it was Old Pulteney actually, way up in the north of the Highlands, and it's literally, you know, maybe a few hundred yards from the harbour there. And I stood in the warehouse, you could actually taste the salt on your tongue. So, you know, it's not marketing BS, because obviously the casks breathe, you know, so maybe there is that just little suggestion of salty, almost like salty caramel or something like that in there as well. But yeah, very late bit of, almost what, a minute or so after I've swallowed now, I'm getting some confected notes, like a marshmallow, or like bubble gum, like pink bubble gum, that's what I want to say. But yeah, very, very nice indeed. Really great whiskey, I would say, and you know, particularly, you know, 12-year-olds these days, you know, most of them around £50 probably. So to get this, something of this quality for under that, you know, £45 is what they've put it out as. Very, very good indeed, and you know, very impressive what Glen Scotia are doing, really, and trying to themselves, along with Springbank, you know, trying to really bring Campbelltown back to the fore, you know, back to its rightful place sort of within the Scotch whisky industry. But yeah, very, very nice. Also a great place to visit. We're lucky that we've been there, and yeah, very, very, yeah, we had a lot of fun there, and great whiskies. So I think that's probably about it. We'll let you get on and do whatever you were doing before you stumbled across this video. Hope you've enjoyed this little review, and we hope to see you again soon for another allotment dram. So from myself and the GLEN SCOTIA 12 years old, we will bid you farewell and see you again soon. Cheers.